we'll have a look at eagle pose. So it's a balance, and we've got something going on with the legs and the arms. Give us a bit of challenge. You can come into this in the middle of a sequence. We'll demonstrate coming into it from mountain pose because it's just a nice position to demonstrate the posture. So we're in our mountain pose, we are extending up. So I'll break it down because we're going to do something with the arms and we're also going to do something with the legs. So I'm going to demonstrate what we're doing with the legs first. So we're going to bend the legs and then we're going to wrap one leg around the other. So as you can see, I'm bringing my toes round to wrap around that leg. And then I'm going to unwind. I'll do it on the other side as well. So bending, he says, wrapping around, and then unwinding. So the key to the wrap around is having a bend in that standing leg. For some people, they might come into this and take a small bend or no bend. Say, for example, if I had a straight leg, I'm not going to get that foot round. But if I bend it, then I am. With the arms, so that we've got the action with the legs, we've got the arms up, we're crossing one arm underneath the other, fingertips towards the ceiling, and then fingers to palms if you're able. So coming into this position with the arms, for a lot of people out there, because of restrictions in movement in the shoulders or injuries there, coming into that full position isn't going to happen. So it might be that you're going to do a variation of that, which could be something like this. You're crossing the arms as far as you can. You're going to bend at the elbows. So that might be as far as you're going to come, which is fine. Or you might come a little bit closer. Or you might be able to do fingers to palms on one side, but you might struggle on the other. So when we've got the arms in that position or our interpretation, there's a movement of the fingertips up to the ceiling, and that's just increasing the stretch in the shoulders. So as a general rule of thumb, when we're doing this, and it's more, I think, when I'm teaching to help me remember, the leg that crosses is the arm that goes underneath. So in this case, when we were coming into it, if I was teaching it, I would say right leg over left, raise the arms, right arm under left. So the arm that's going under is the leg that's going over. And you could do it the other way around. It just helps you have a little prompt to make sure we're being consistent on both sides. You know, because we're always all the yoga postures we'll do on one side that we do on the other. So I've done right leg over, then I'm going to do it with left leg over. So if you didn't want to use my little prompt of the leg that goes over is the arm that goes under, then you could have your own. But as long as you're consistent in how you apply that, that's fine. So if we come into it as a full posture, so we are extending up. So we do the legs first. You could do all of it together, but we'll do legs. So I'm bending the legs. It's a bit like chair pose, except I haven't got the arms up. So I'm going to cross the right leg over the left. If I can, I'm going to wrap the toes. So if I'm feeling steady here, then I'll think about the arms coming up. Right arm under the left, fingers to palms, reaching up to the ceiling, still keeping that bend in the legs. And then unwinding back to standing. If you really struggle with what we're doing with the legs, it might be a modification is to just have the legs bent, or the modification is that the leg is crossed without trying to wrap that foot around. Again, modify it so that you can at least attempt it as opposed to thinking that you can't do it at all. And also the same goes for the arms. So like I said, for a lot of people, it's quite difficult to get the finger to palm. So it might be that you're something like this, or quite close but not close enough. And again, you might vary on one side compared to the other. But at least we know what we're working towards, and we're working with what our body is comfortable to get to that point.